Hello everyone, Shroomworks here. Welcome to the second episode of Let's Play Avorion. In the previous episode, I've explained to you some gameplay mechanics as well as the ship editor. And today I would like to go closer to the core. As you can see, we are pretty much far out. We are in the outer rim. We need to get closer. The closer we get, the better the materials become. Today I would like to get as close as possible or totally into titanium space in order to upgrade the ship. So let's search for the south gate. There it is. Mark that with middle mouse button and speed towards it. So there's been a patch, and before I go into the section, let me explain to you real quick. The patch has totally reworked how fighters work, and when you press escape, the game pauses now. Previously that was not possible in single player. It would just show the menu, but the game would still run in the background. So pausing is now possible. Awesome. And fighters have been reworked completely, in that we are able now to produce fighters on board our own ships with the help of, let's see, I think that was under Trinium. Gyro array, framework, crew quarters. Where is it? Trinium assembly. This block, when placed on the ship, will allow you to build fighters on your ship. The larger the volume is, the better it is. And simultaneous productions are 3, so you need to have at least 3 separate blocks in order to have 3 separate productions. At least productions at once, right? So that's a great addition to the game, and pilots now eject 95% of the case when they're getting shot down, so you can just scoop them up afterwards. If you can find them, that is. So, now that we got into the next sector, we are now meeting a fellow adventurer who will gift us our first ship upgrade. I am not going to try to pronounce this, it will break my tongue. The adventurer, hello there! Are you off on an adventure too? Absolutely. That's great. I'm sure we can help each other out. If there's anything you would like to know, just ask away. Okay, can you give me some tips? Of course. The closer you get to the center of the galaxy, the better materials you'll find to build your ship. You'll be able to build energy generators or parts that protect your ship, like integrity blocks or even shield generators. With titanium, of course, we can build these integrity blocks, and we will do that as soon as we have enough titanium. The first thing you should do is find yourself some titanium. That's exactly what we are trying to do. Iron is great to get yourself started, but titanium is lighter and you can build better parts with it. And be wary of the no man's space around here. I hear there is a pirate leader who terrorizes everyone who strays too far from the civilized sectors. The pirate he's talking about is one of the game's bosses, Pirate Swogs. He holds one of the artifacts we are going to need later on. Let's talk about something else then. Okay, what's happening around here? 200 years ago there was a cataclysmic catastrophe which nearly ripped our entire galaxy apart. Everybody just calls it the event. What happened? People don't know for sure, but legend has it that an insurmountable ring of torn hyperspace fabric appeared around the center of the galaxy. And now our hyperspace engines can't pass it to get to the center, meaning it's cut off from the rest of the galaxy. Since the event, nobody has managed to get near the center of the galaxy. The worst part is that the event also spawned hyperspace rifts around the galaxy, which makes navigation difficult. And then there's the Zoten. Go on. Nobody knows who they are, and they don't answer to any intercom calls. When you get too close to them, they start attacking. They have been around since the event, and some people say they were created by it. But there's also a bright side. Together with the event, a new metallic element called Avorion has appeared. I've heard rumors that there's lots and lots in the center. Apparently it's the perfect element to build spaceships. It's resistant light and its energy properties are crazy. But so far nobody has ever found much of it. But I'm going to change that. I'm going to fly to the center of the galaxy, I'm going to overcome the barrier, and then I mine all the Avorion so I can get rich. I wish you the best of luck on your journeys, good sir. Thank you. You know what? Here. Have this. It's an upgrade for your ship. It allows you to scan for hidden sectors. You'll have to install it in your ship menu for it to work, but you can only install upgrades into a real ship. It doesn't work with drones or fighters. Green blips on the galaxy map are sectors where you can find interesting stuff. But there's also a lot of things that your radar can't pick up. With this upgrade, you'll be able to scan for those hidden secrets. They'll show up as yellow blips on your map. Thank you, good sir. And goodbye. So, open up the ship menu with P, go to systems. You can see we have the radar upgrade. It gives us a deep scan range of 2, which means yellow mass, hidden mass sectors will be detected within a 2-sector radius around us, just like our jump drive is. And here we have one. In hidden mass sectors, you can often find very interesting things, such as secret stashes, massive wrecks that you can salvage for materials, and sometimes asteroids that you can claim and then either use yourself and build a mine on it, or sell it to a faction for reputation and money. Let's try to find something interesting here. Okay, let's see. There's another unknown. Gonna mark that. I'm gonna open up with F9 the tactical view, and let's see if we can find an asteroid here, or if that is just a normal asteroid field. Oh look, there's one. Awesome. Oops, wrong button. In the beginning, finding asteroids and selling them is a good way to make money. We only have 935 credits. Once we sell this, we shouldn't have to worry about money for a while. By the way, if you hold space, you can boost with your ship. Just beware that energy consumption goes up and up and up and up, and at some point it will start draining your battery, so you can't boost indefinitely. At least if you don't have such a murder generation that can support several minutes. Okay, now that we're at the asteroid, we have to go to a distance of 0.2. Then we can press F to interact, claim it, press F again, and then you can found a mine. Since I have a mod installed, I have the diamond mine and the raw oil mine and the coal mine. You can also found other mines with it. Just beware, that costs a lot. Noble metal mine here, for example, produces gold and platinum, costs 9 million. So, let's sell that asteroid to the starting faction, Commonwealth of Luxayen. And as you can see, reputation plus, and the credits you get. That's 85,000. That's awesome. But it can be that there is more than just one asteroid in the sector, so let's keep looking. Sometimes there is up to 3 asteroids in such a sector. There are ship upgrades that will highlight them for you, so you don't have to search around in the map view. Okay, what do I have equipped? Is that... Yeah, it's a mining laser, I think. And I think I saw a little bit of titanium around here. There it is! How much is it? 1290. Well, it's not as much as I had hoped, but still something. Oh boy. Problems with drifting here. Something else you should know is that events are time-triggered, such as Zotan attacks and pirate attacks. They are time-triggered. I think it is every 12 minutes that a Zotan attack is triggered, when that Zotans appear in the same sector that you are in. So you will never be truly alone in a sector to mine or do some other work. So if you want to upgrade your ship in a sector, make sure it is a populated sector and that it is well guarded. Because then you won't have to worry about pirates or Zotan, because the AI, or rather the NPCs, will take care of them. In the most cases. Sometimes they get wiped out and you have to deal with it anyway, but usually they can deal with it, no problem. We have plus 228 so far. That's not too bad. Let's see if we can update some of it. Specific blocks. Show me armor. Just armor. Okay. Titanium. Here we have titanium armor. Let's transform this. This is actually cheaper than I thought. That is good. That is good. And there's something strange. All of this is titanium, right? If you click again, it changes its color, strangely enough. It doesn't do that the third time though. So, very strange. Titanium edge armor, titanium corner armor. Let's see. Edge armor. Okay. And corner armor. So far for the armor, that is good. Still have 583 titanium. So what else can we upgrade? How about the thrusters? There they are. Cost 60. Engine. That would be nice too. To have a bit more powerful engine here. And engines all have different colors. Respective to their material color. Neonite, for example, is shown as green and it has green engines. Trinium has blue engines, Xenium has yellow engines, and so on and so forth. Okay, what next? Crew quarters. Wouldn't be too bad. Save space. Oh, that costs a little bit too much. I don't have that much. What else do we have? Directional thrusters. Maybe we can at least... Yep, we can. Good, crew quarters will have to wait then. Let's fly to the next sector. Oh, a wormhole. And lava world. Let's see, where does the wormhole lead? Okay, that is quite far. It leads from one rim to the other rim. Good to know. Sometimes wormholes bring you closer, and sometimes they just lead to the same space in a different area. Okay, let's jump in here. And these exclamation points, they can sometimes lead you into a trap. They're usually distress calls, but it is rarely that I found actually a ship that needs help. Usually I just find marauders who place that call in order to lure you into a trap. Okay. Next one would be southwest. The farther south we go, the higher chances become to find titanium, which is exactly what we need. And you can see in the lower right corner, right here, your sensors picked up a short burst of subspace signals. That is the first warning that the Zotan are coming. And I see an equipment dock. Since we do have some credits, let's see what the equipment dock has to offer. We can activate the menu from here. Can't just buy anything though. We have to dock for this. Iron salvaging turret, that is actually pretty good. Efficiency 47. Almost getting half of everything we salvaged there. Wow. Damn, I really want that. That has such a high efficiency. Usually, I don't find weapons like these on the field or in equipment docks. Just very, very, very rarely. Usually the efficiency is only that high when you build your own turrets. And you can do that in such a factory, the turret factory. There you can build turrets. You choose the weapon type, depending, now, of course, on the weapons available in the factory. Different factories have different weapon types available. Let's say we want a salvaging laser. We can choose the rarity, of course, uncommon, rare, exceptional, and we can change the components here. For example, the higher the laser compresses, the more the damage will become. Laser modulators affect the efficiency. You can see we have only 36.5. And capacity lasers, capacity lenses increase the range. Of course, you will have to get these materials first before you can build your own turret. But custom turrets are later on an awesome thing, especially when you have laser turrets that deal 10,000 damage and more. It's just insane. Okay, what upgrades do we have here? You see, this one has a deep scan range of +4, but it also costs way too much. What else do we have? Turret control system plus armed turrets. That wouldn't actually... actually not that bad. Then again, it would be better if we had another mining laser. Then there's the hyperspace upgrade. 0.13 gigawatts. But jump range only +1. So I suppose I'm gonna go and grab the turret control system. So we can put one more mining turret on our ship. A small group of alien ships appeared. The Zotan are here. There they are. The purple boxes here are a small unknown ship. They will not be hostile unless you fire a weapon. That can be anything. It can be one of your main weapons, it can be a mining laser, it can be a salvaging laser. Once you fire something, they will be hostile. And another thing I would like to show you, you see that that cross here? You can activate that in the game menu. It's the Pro grade, And of course, where prograde is, there's also a retrograde. So, if you're flying backwards and want to have a braking burn, just turn to that cross and burn. That will help you brake considerably. Okay. Buy and sell upgrades. I want one unarmed turret, please. Okay. Put that in. And then inventory, mining laser. And put that on. Good, good. I see I haven't upgraded this one yet. Let's remedy that. Titanium edge. Transform, transform. There we go. Now we need more miners. Let's see if we can hire some. Yes, we can. Let's start with one. And that's just enough. Crew. Good, good. So far, so good. Oh, by the way. Do we have any officers? Nah, can't hire. Maybe the headquarters here. The habitat. Oops. Hire crew. Yes, they do have one. Awesome. I'm gonna grab myself a sergeant, then can I unassign the untrained crew that we have. Oh, right. Mustn't forget. Group 2. And braking. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry. And duck. Hire crew. I would like one of you. Thank you. Then I can unassign the untrained one and dismiss him. Saving money. Okay, next sector is again southwest, but I think I would like to go into the hidden Mars sector just to try and make more money. By the way, later on, when the jump drive is greatly increased, the longer your jump range becomes, the longer it takes to calculate the jump route. It can sometimes even be several minutes when the jump route is calculated. That is quite annoying, and I hope the devs fix that, or rather change it, so that it doesn't become such an annoying feature, if you can call it that. Oh, what do we have here? Pirates! Is there an asteroid? Yes, there is! Let's run away from the pirates while we claim an asteroid to make money. But just to be sure, I do have the weapon selected. Titanium is giving us more protection, but even that has its limits. And I don't have the what's it called? Integrity field generator yet. So we do have to be quite careful. But by the looks of it, they are far enough away. Maybe there's another asteroid over there. I have to look. Oh, there we go. Good thing. Good thing. I have collision damage off. Otherwise, Will be like a fly on a windshield. I'm selling it for 66. Okay, where's the other field? And I saw something here. There it is. Let's have a quick look. There's a big ore asteroid. Sometimes you can find these big asteroids. They have tons of ore in them. If you happen to have a good mining laser, you can get a lot out of them. I'm not really seeing anything here. Okay. Time to plan our getaway. Oh, they're already shooting. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are damaged. We've lost one of the... Ah, good. It's an armor plate. One of the armor plates. Whew. Okay, about repairing your ship. You can either go to a repair dock, or if you can't do it, you can do it in the editor. Repair blocks, and every block that is missing will be shown in red. You can of course click on it now. It costs $5 and 6 ore. And it's repaired. In-field repairs, however, are usually more costly than repairs at a repair dock. Okay, next sector. And don't worry if you are damaged, as long as no blocks are missing, your repair crews will repair the damage slowly over time. And one more jump. And of course, jumping through the gates does cost money. The money that is being asked for is determined by your standing with the faction in which territory, in which the gate is placed in, you know, and of course the distance. So it costs you definitely more to jump farther distances than it is for short distances. And like I said, depending on which faction owns that gate and your standing with them, also affects the price that needs to be paid in order to pass them. You can even fly through hostile gates, but beware, because that will cost you a lot, even if it's just a short jump. Okay, let's do a short shorty into the east. East. That's one southeast. And here you can already see that's one of the space rifts. Later on, when you have Avorion jump drives, you can cross them. But that is endgame stuff. And the fee is $84. Or credits. Oh, I just love the backgrounds in this game. Sometimes they look really cool. Okay, another one southwest. What's with the warning? My ship is weak, I know that. I'm trying to change that. By the way, I think the names for the different factions are procedural as well. This one that we are currently in is the Ally Emirate. I've seen such things such as democratic churches and all that. So I do think they're procedurally generated, just like the sectors. Where else can we go? I suppose southeast wouldn't be too bad. Where's the gate? There it is. The sector's under attack by another faction. That's another thing. Faction wars. Faction wars can be quite lucrative if you stick around until one of the sides wins, and then you can go pick through the leftovers with a salvaging laser and all of that and gain some modules. I'm currently thinking if that is something we should do right now to gain some additional modules, but I do think this is going to take too much time now. I would rather get into titanium space, to be honest. Another thing with the gates is, you can see this one is slightly green-grayish, and that is usually the background of the sector that you are going into. So if you see a planet on the other side of the gate, then that is actually the sector you're going into with that planet. As you can see, it's somewhat greenish gray, just like the jump gate indicated. Next sector would be east as well. We should be getting closer now, though. I can see several titanium asteroids here already. Here's a big one, for example. Directly above is one, and then there's one over here. And several more over here. We are definitely getting closer. At some point, iron will be rare, and titanium will dominate. Oops. I did it again. Scratch the paint. I want to get the ship in this episode at least large enough to fit a decent integrity field generator that will have enough range to cover all of our blocks. And of course I would like to have a little bit more energy generation, a little bit more power overall, and armor. As for the ship's final form, I do think I have something. I've recently browsed through some of my older models that I did during the time when I started to learn 3D modeling, and I was using a program called Wings 3D. It's a freeware program, and it's like Blender, a freeware program. And while it's not as professional as Blender, for example, which I then later used, of course, for a rookie, for a newbie, it is still a great program to get started in. And when I was using Wings 3D, I did a few models. Amongst them were spaceships, and like I said, I recently browsed through these old models again, the pictures that I took of them, and the battleship I once modeled. I think that's what I would like the ship to look at in the end. I will link to the DeviantArt page, or rather the gallery of the DeviantArt page, so you can take a look at it yourself. I will link that, of course, in the description. Okay, we're getting more titanium. That is awesome. We have enough to upgrade the crew quarters, and hopefully enough to size the ship up a little bit. After all, that titanium asteroid is rather large and has a lot of titanium, though we only get a small percentage of it, unfortunately. Later on, I do hope we get some decent mining lasers, not mining lasers, salvaging lasers, so we can start salvaging the big wrecks. Because that is where material riches lie. It took me about an hour in order to get 1,000,000 Avorion. And I sold half of it to a resource depot and was getting about 10 million for it. Wasn't so shabby. So if you have too much of a resource, for example iron, which is really only good to found new ships, and that only costs 500 per ship, just sell it. Unless you really plan a big build and have to supplement certain parts with iron before you can replace them with other materials. But usually I just wait until I have enough of one material and then build. Okay, titanium. Now that's the cargo bay. I need the crew quarters. And I need you to show me the crew quarters. Thank you. And then we do have a generator. Good, good. Let's show everything. Gonna remove you and you. Gonna remove you and you. I also remove the corners here. And then I will take 2 more crew quarters. I'm gonna match the blocks, mirror it on the x-axis. Oh right, I can't do that. The block is too large. Should have done with this block. Okay, there we go. Let's see. It's a little bit too small, it would seem. Yeah, definitely. So let's do the scale step here. That should do. Gonna delete this one as well. Let's make this a little bit more fancy now. Let's see. I do have one problem though. There we go. You can stick blocks into each other to a certain degree, but not everything. Okay, let's get me a titanium edge. Turn that into the right direction. Make that a little bit larger here. Good, good. I'm gonna take you, Control C and V. Oops. Place C on the outside. Delete them on the inside. Thrusters are better on the outside. The farther from the center of mass, the better thrusters work. Control C and V. Remove those guys. I'm gonna copy and paste the generator. This will give us a better energy generation. I'm gonna remove this generator plug. Can't I? You can't delete this block because of ship. Oh, okay. It's on the root block. The root block would not be connected to everything else, which is strange. Okay, let's try this a little bit differently. And of course you always should protect your tech blocks. They are very vulnerable. Okay, now I should be able to delete it. Still not. Oh well. I guess I can change you into a titanium integrity field generator. There we go. You've seen the blue effect, which means all blocks are now affected by the integrity field. All blocks now share a single health pool, so you can't break off blocks anymore, or at least it's getting a lot harder. And I would like to copy and paste you guys again and make you a little bit longer. Oh, that costs a little bit too much titanium. Okay, let's make it a bit shorter so we can afford more. And of course I don't have enough titanium for additional armor plating, so I'm gonna have to get more. First, let's place the chain guns again. There we go. And the mining turrets, we can place them on top of her as well. Place them in the middle. Okay. Of course, whenever you change weapons, remove them and so on and so forth and add them again, you need to assign the groups again. And now we have not enough engineers. So let's look for a station. How about this one? Do you have engineers? No, you don't. What about you, Turret Factory? You do have engineers. Splendid. Let's go grab him. How many do we need? A half engineer. Could I please have half an engineer? Oh, whoa, whoa. Press F to dock, hire crew. I need half an engineer, but that doesn't work, so we need to get one. Ah, I did it again. Okay, so I'm gonna spend some time in between episodes and gather some more titanium, so we can upgrade the ship more easily. As you can see, we have problems with stopping. We need more directional thrusters. Or we need inertia drives. They will help with braking as well. But I think I can go over this in the next episode. So, as always, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why don't you consider to like, share, comment, or subscribe. And I hope I see you again next time. Until then, stay safe.